Sweet with the Kraber.
Whoa!
And misses the shot that likely would have knocked the Gibraltar right there. Gibby will heal back up, but the bow's connecting. My man Nathan putting in work with the bow check.
Can't imagine the comms right now. Missed the shot with the Kraber, but the bow, yeah, I got a bow, and that's going to be enough. But hey, if it was a down in the lava, that could have been very, very interesting indeed. So we'll see if they're able to make a rescue. 15 squads up at present, but their ring will continue to get smaller. 20 seconds away from surely more teams falling as the space to work with becomes smaller and smaller. But NRG have clearly done a good job keeping players away with the bows. Somehow got 62 bows remaining with it, and also the scouts, of course. And there's more bow action. Did he force the dome with a bow?
Imagine if he did. If you don't connect for a shot, likely you just hear a little whisper whiz by your ear, and you're not going to get too nervous. Meanwhile, the Kraber might do the trick. SSG, here we go. This is why Caustic in this location is so good. A team's trying to actually ape them, and it's going to be Sweet trying to line up a shot here perfectly. Headshot opportunity for Sweet. Decides not to take it, holding on to that precious Kraber ammo for a late game. Probably a wise decision, but he might use it to try and thirst a downed player. Nathan's going to get tagged up a bit here, but I love this game so far. G2 finds himself in a fight thermal station. I love this setup, James, and the fact that we are going to be well positioned for a crazy late game because we've got NRG, G2, and Space Station all within a distance.
We've got the Wraith Portal coming out once again, although Gent needs to maybe find or at least a shield swap to get out of here if he needs to. But again, we know that G2 love their skirmishes, and they choose them wisely. They find some serious high ground and then get their portal up and come in to cause as many problems as possible at their will. See how that continues as the Kraber still looks for more. Oh, that's a big frag. Lucas, goodbye.
Nice job from Sweet applying pressure with the Kraber. G2 in a really tough position here, so we'll see how G2 plays this over in thermal with so many teams nearby. It looked like they were doing well. Good shield swap came in. NRG is just sitting on top of the perch right now like D-Day, waiting for the opponents to work their way up. This is a great position and wise decision here from NRG to choose this choke early and recognize where this ring's going to be pulling. Meanwhile, G2 is just sitting pretty on top of their arch still.
Yeah, and they're making it really hard for players to find somewhere to settle. But Esports Arena are in some trouble. We've got caustic gas all over the place as it looks like someone's trying to invade their building. Maybe they're downstairs. They seem to stabilize for the time being. And yeah, SSG are trying to force their way in, and G2 have got some issues at the same time. They were up high a bit earlier on, but now they've made their way downstairs and trying to chase a Valk away, but they're being shot from other people as well. We've got players all over the place. These shotguns have to be ready, but down goes Gent, and designed for the Resulter. I've got to try and find a way to stabilize here. They can't be outside for too long because they're going to be shot from all kinds of directions, but how can they go inside? They're being harassed and cracked as well. Nice shots with the wingman, and maybe there's a chance to get some more shields up. Results are up close as well, just trying to heal, hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, both of them were down to about 20 or less HP, finally able to heal back up. That's going to be an interesting fight. We'll keep a close eye on that kill feed. Looks like Designful's finally going to be finished. G2 in I think it's a 2v2 fight down there. Meanwhile, NRG and Nathan's going to connect with another shot, and they're going to do a good job deciding to hold this high ground, so they got to stand strong, stand tall. And it's a few, so I think that's Furia nearby. Nathan going with the Arcstar, hitting a couple bows, not able to get a knock just yet.
Oh, well, that bow has run out of luck, and maybe their dome will be forced if it hasn't been already. But that's a fantastic Kraber shot, which maybe slows down the push. Just keeping an eye on things up top, and that fuse Q is going to cause so many problems. Having to pop the bat now. A Thermite to create some space for the team, but the dome has gone. Nathan's down, and now it's just down to Sweet. One versus many, and it's not going to work out for them, I don't think. Yeah, he's a goner as well. That's goodbye, NRG.
Yeah, it's actually going to be Sheesh with a third party. So that was Furia, Sheesh, and NRG in that fight. And remaining, you see the list of teams on the right side here. G2 did get taken out during all of that as well. Furia now fighting for the same position. We know it's against Sheesh. Whoever can control this choke will likely be in a great spot to win this game. So this fight is massive.
Yeah, it really is. And just have a look at how small that ring is going to get soon. Nice Wig is trying to hold on as we've got many players above, many players around the corner. I don't know how long he survives here as that caustic gas has gone now and he's in all kinds of trouble. Esports Arena still fighting, still up. Just holding angles. The prize has gone, Nice Wig has gone, and that might be all of Sheesh out of the picture for now. 6 squads remaining. Esports Arena still doing well, still in some position. Trying to find some cover behind these boxes as bombardments come through. They're just trying to spot all the players, avoiding the Arc Stars as well. Have to keep an eye on them as we have some close action now, some tapping at close range with the scout and a massive cinder hole. Cracks 2 of them, but will they pursue?
Yeah, this is like the Revolutionary War here, as we have 2 separate battles, the battle for Thermal Station, the battle for the hill. Well, we'll see who can win each battle and ultimately win the war. SSG dropped, gonna knock 1. Great job from him. Meanwhile, ESA, wide right flank connects. Renegades is out and down currently, finally gonna be eliminated from this lobby. So, the battle for Thermal Station, won by ESA, but they do still have the likes of Space Station nearby, and Furia trying to win their battle for the hill.
Yeah, there's some cover for now down below, but once that ring is closed, will they have any angles to hide away from this high ground? You see Furia still trying to control it, but they are going to be contested soon, it looks like. Just seconds away from that ring starting to close. And they have to win this fight. Again, that is their biggest threat, but we have the Valcult now, but where are you going to land? They'll at least get the information as they circle, and you can't try to focus them too much. Well, Furia can, but everybody else needs to think about the other people who are around them. So they're going to land out of bounds for now, but eventually they're going to have to drop, and Furia will have to deal with this, but Space Station will contribute as well.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of a desperate Valkyrie ult and an opportunity to try and fight Furia for high ground, but it's going to be that Tech and Furia all over it, recognizing it's coming, and that desperation Valk ult did not pay off. We keep seeing failed Valk ults, and that's why we see Valk continue to kind of fall down in the overall meta, not as strong as Valk once was, which I think a lot of players are happy about. Meanwhile, we got 4 squads left, Space Station, ESA, Furia on high ground. Space Station needs to be cautious because they have ESA to their right.
Yeah, and Furia may be able to just focus on stopping players coming up and let them kill each other and then finish off the last player, because again, these teams are going to be pressured by each other quite a lot now. The Space Station have got some space to work with for the time being, but when that ring starts to close, they're going to have harsher angles. Do we have a... Where are Esports Arena at the moment? We still have some cues going the way. Oh, that's a lovely Kraber shot, and that's going to slow down the push again, as we can see them. It looks like they're trying to round the hill as they know their cover will soon be gone, and Fury will try to control that space with all the grenades in the world.
We don't see a whole lot of Fuse in competitive Apex, but look at the impact, right? We saw NRG get pressured by the Knuckle Buster earlier, and now it's happening again. Hackalo putting in work with Fuse. Meanwhile, on board now with Zera. And of course, back to Space Station when we have a sec. Space Station very low in ammo. Not a whole lot of heavy ammo as they were splitting. They're kind of desperate, so it's not a great situation for Space Station Gaming. I got to say, advantage Furia because the zone's pulling to them as well.
Yeah, that Fuse Q, man. Give him the gold helmet if there is one, because that's going to cause so many problems. It's going to shred so many shields, and it just slows down any intended push. And when the ring starts to move as well, that can make things very, very awkward if you've got low cover. There are still grenades, still arc stars going in that direction. That is the worst place to be, I feel like, right now. All kinds of harassment. Better file a report to the police.
Yeah, that's right. We've seen the Ring of Fire and Knucklebuster come through for Hackalo and the impact it's made. 4 squads still remain in this one. It is a standoff. But again, look at the top left of your screen. You'll see the ring is going to be pulling up to that choke point exactly where Furia is, I believe. So kudos to NRG for predicting the right end game. Unfortunately, couldn't hold on as Furia knocked them off their throne. But SSG is going to decide to play low ground here. They're going to slowly inch their way in. Furia on the high ground. ESA alive, and one other team as well. Not sure who it is, and if it's a rat.
And that queue is also information, just to see if anybody's in that area. If you don't have a scan, you can use the queue as a scan if the area is small enough. And we see people running for dear life, trying to push through the dome now. And Furia will have a dome up as well, trying to shoot the traps before they can get. And the queue again, is this going to stop? You can't even leave the dome unless you want to get queued. Up close now to shotgun. Space Station trying to do what they can. The Rampage coming through, and off they go. Esports Arena alive for the time being, but Furia are abusing from the high ground, dropping down though to capitalize on the situation and clean up the mess downstairs, bleaching the floor, but who's going to take the final kill? And clean up the mess downstairs, bleaching the floor, but who's going to take the final kill? 2 of Furia still up, and now it's just down to Tech, and Furia will of course be the champion, dropping down from the high ground, abusing position and taking the W.
What a game from Furia. We came into this broadcast saying it is a must-perform week 3 for this Furia roster, and here we are in game 3. Do or die, because they're way behind on the leaderboards, and they perform. And James, the way that they did it,